Top morning, ladies. My name is Chaz, and welcome to the what? Yeah, Deku was dead shot slash Deathstroke. Here, this is the name Deathstroke. Yeah. So I'm making this super dark at the beginning. So yeah, but it gets better when later. So I'm starting off with this. Zumi was born the same time as Zuko, so I'm bringing Zumi in. Here, I'll show a picture. Well, I can not find the stupid thing. But, yeah. So, Zuko and Zumi was at a quirk doctor's. I'm just gonna get that out of the way before we go. So, the quirk doctor says to Zumi that she has a quirk and she can become a hero and all that stuff. But when he goes over to Zuko, tells him that he can't become a hero and all that stuff. Yeah. So his parents took Zumi. And I forgot one thing. Sorry about that. I had to find this picture. So yeah. So Zuko was basically got beaten up by Bakugo. And yeah. Or actually not by Bakugo this time. It was by some other students. So then, yeah. So then, the of course, Ochako and Asashi and Maya, or no, Zumi, he was doing, or like getting ready to go on their airplane. But then, or getting ready for their trip. Or actually, hold on. So they were like, so they go on as he goes into a spacecraft as Zuko was the only one that snuck on board, and he beats all the villains around like the little ragdolls. He says, I know that I don't have a quirk, but man, this is kind of fun. As he goes, there was a control room as he took out the power core as he pulls the, or like lifts the ship up out of its, like, their orbit, so that as some of them are like, what's going on? I don't know. Can't tell. Like, they're trying to do something. They're panicking. Yeah. They went up, or actually Zuko went up, and instead of, like, he does the same thing, what you see before you. He tells the he tells his he told All Might that the same thing. So yeah, Zuko basically pulls up on the thing as it goes all the way back to the orbit, far away from the planet as possible, as it detonated. Like, absolute kaboom. As everyone thought the pro heroes did it. As with no, like, casualties. But then when let me remind you, as the Zumi, or actually they were like, where's our son? As Astrashi asked, as they looked around, as they start crying, yeah, as All Might told them that he's dead, he goes out with a big bang. As a hero that he wants to be. As Zuko wasn't dead. He had a power. Let's just say he has a power of infinity. So basically, he was on debris. As he gets up, he looks around, as he spoke in space. Where the heck am I? As he, am I dead or something? As he looks at his hands, as he plucks his wrist. Definitely not dead. As he things, as he jumps from debris to debris, as he lands on the other side of a world. As he lands as he walks around, as he became a... So when he got back to his hometown, he is now a assassin. So the government hired him, or actually hired a new guy, or actually he became a special like sniper thing called Deathshot or Deathstroke. So yeah, he gets his kills clean right off. So the crime rate, it has not gone unnoticed. So the crime rate went down up to about 0%. It's at 0%. So yeah. So yeah, basically Zuko may gone overboard. As so I'm doing like a time skip for all over the UAE, so I'm skipping the ball throw, here the Zealands, the usually USJ. Hey, I don't skip, but I'm skipping it because Zuko isn't there. And the sports festival internship, or actually during the internship thing, as Zumi walks over, as she's paranoid, literally paranoid, as a little, or they see his, or as she sees this big guy, him, as he tells her, "Hey, little sister," as I'm home. At first, she doesn't recognize him. So, yeah. So he disappears before she even asked his name. You'll figure it out. I believe in you. No. Little sister. As she's trying to figure it out, as she's like pale to white, everyone asked him, or asked her, what's going on? It looked like you seen a ghost or something. Well, remember that guy, or they all call him Deathstroke? Yeah. And she had the same thing, like same face going on. I, well, I ran into him. And man, he was one intimidating guy. But he called me his sister. His little sister. As I don't really know him. As some of them are like, so, are you related to him? Chance? No, I don't think so. but it scares me. So now I skip also the camp arc, the as All For One, or so now it's All For One versus All Might arc. Before All Might was gonna, or no, before All For One was about to kill All Might, he got shot in the back by a bullet. Or got shot right between the neck. It was so powerful, his neck, or his mask, completely obliterated. As he says, that as All Might, everyone says, is that Deathstroke? As All For One turns around, as he says, the one that survives anything, don't you? You are powerful. I could sense it, Deathstroke. Huh. Well, I like that hero name for myself. You know why? But before we start, as he walks over to All Might, as he clonks him on the head, that's for not saving Zuko, or better yet, just not saving my life back then. As Zuko reveals himself to All For One, and he says, I'm Zuko Midoriya. As everyone's jaws drop, right then and there, everyone couldn't believe it. Deathstroke is Zuko. Shall we begin? Yes, as All For One says, yes, we shall. As they go toe to toe with each other, beating each other around, and the kryptonite spear that he has jammed right into, or should I say, quark racing spear, jammed right into All For One's chest, and when it collided with his organs, it's all over for All For One. As All For One gets disintegrated, and only remains of his clothes. Yeah, he's basically that powerful. As he turns around, he says to Bakugo, or let's say, not Bakugo, let's say Zumi got captured. As he turns around, tells his little sister, ain't a little sister, long time no see. As it takes a lot, and I'll be going right now. As he jumps, like how All Might does it, but way more like, yeah. So everyone, including Inko, that was watching it, she couldn't believe that her son is still alive. after all these years. Of course, he's the one that contains a data box and a mother box in his palm of his hands. So yeah, so he could create anything. So yeah, basically, he went from a quirkless kid that no one knew he had the power of infinity and zero to being the world's most dangerous assassin. That have like full arsenals of boom tubes and everything. Yeah. So yeah. So Zuko was basically same level as Deathstroke, but on a whole nother level. A level you can pass. So yeah. It's just bonkers. Zuko is so everyone is like, we must find Zuko immediately. As a boom tube pops out of nowhere, as a Zuko comes out, you need me or something? As they all had their guns out, their quirks out. Relax. As he snaps his fingers, as everyone's passed out. Like knocked out. Except for the detective and All Might. As he says that you should, you really want to know what happened to me, just ask me, I'll tell you, straight up. Okay? Yeah, so he wants to become a hero, that's all he wants. But since the quirk thing, he was quirkless, he ends up being that kind of person that's doing the job for them. As All Might and the detective agrees that he needs to become a hero. So that's why. So then he went, or he survived, or actually Zuko survived the plane crash. Like plane went into space and then it explodes. Yeah. And yeah. So then overhaul fight thing. He got caught up on all of it. So overhaul fight. I'm skipping. But yeah. The bunny girl says, man, he's really attractive when after he got blown up by that. As they looked at her like, yeah, he survived many things. So then, yeah. So then, his body also changed so that if a quirks, like multiple quirks given to him, like more than one quirk at a time, spoil, it is like those ones, the Zuko can, because his body through that entire space thing allows him to take more quirks into himself. So basically, if he walks into the room, he can basically absorb quirks into himself. Or like quirks go right to him. And he takes it more and more. Basically, yeah. It's basically like that, but on a whole nother level. So, yeah. The quirk doctor asked Zuko, or Deathstroke, to come visit him. As he does, as he says, man, I know that you do have a quirk actually, Zuko. I was lying to your parents. Or lying to you about not having a quirk. Your quirk was actually limit. So you could use... So yeah. So Zuko, who says, why did you lie right in front of me and my family? As he literally had a gun aimed right at the doctor's head. You have 5 seconds to explain. As he says, yes, I know that you don't know how limit works. Zuko, you are pretty powerful. So, in order to keep your power, our at the best, you're basically immortal. So you could survive anything. You could just walk up to the nuclear bomb, tap on it, and you still survive. As Zuko is like pissed. He doesn't understand what it means to be immortal until the doctor says, being immortal, you can never die, you can never age up. You who can live a very, very, very long time. Like how All for One is. See, you also, your body can handle more than one quirk. But there's one thing. Your body, honey, or your quirk is holding you back from achieving more power. But that's not an actual issue. As you've been like teleporting, you know what it's actually doing to your body? What? it's fusing your quirk with your power. So basically, is now unlimited forge is your power. So you can produce more quirks at any limit. But that power will kill you slowly from the inside if you use too much. It's because your body isn't adapting fast enough. As the doctor says that, as he starts, as he has the same thing, as he couldn't believe that he's about to die. So yeah, as the crime rate was stayed down for a very, very, very long time. So yeah, no one wants to be on Zuku's radar. So yeah, everyone is like, okay. Even the pro heroes are scared of him. And only person that really admires him is, of course, not just one person. There's two. Toga and... Or actually, let's just say Toga. She wants... she asked him out to go on a date and get married and have kids. Yeah, they did. And he makes custom quirks for the new kids. So that so now he's immortal, so he can never die, right? Well, it's because his body is... So, yeah. As Toga sometimes likes to flirt with him. Don't ask me how she flirts with him, but yeah. So then, what else? Oh yes, sorry if I may miss some videos. I'm still coming out of the COVID, so yeah, this is the public announcement. So, and it was the end of the video. So, bye. Peace you guys out.